Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I'm Taylor and this is GaymerGeekTV. So for today's tech review video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Apple AirPods Pro. In case you're wondering and asking yourself, Taylor, I already have the AirPods 2 that came out with a wireless charging case. Do I really need to spend another $250 to get the AirPods Pro? And are they really Pro? Yes. Now, are they the greatest headphones to ever exist for $250? No, but they are really awesome. They have a really nice, sleek design, even though they sort of do look like blow dryers, but you know, whatever. But I love them personally. Now, of course, I am #Team Apple, and so I always try to get everything that Apple comes out with all the time. So maybe I'm a little bit biased in saying this, but I think that they are fantastic, especially if you have an iPhone. It's just so easy to use AirPods. Now, the thing I love about these is how comfortable they are. So the new AirPods do come with rubber tips, which makes them very different than obviously the other AirPods. Granted, the AirPods did fit in my ear better than the old school Apple headphones. Those I could never get it to fit in my ear. They would never stay in there. So they come with these rubber tips. They're very nice. You know, they have this proprietary, like, sort of magnetic and you can actually switch them. So it does come with 3 different rubber tips, so you can actually, you know, find the perfect fit for your ear and wear them. I think that they're fantastic. So for comfortability, these are super comfortable because you have 3 different rubber tip options to choose from. Now, unfortunately, there is some sort of like proprietary like mechanism and way in which these are like, the tips are sticking to it, so if you have like a preferred rubber ear tip or something that you put on other headphones that you wear, unfortunately you can't use that with these, but I mean, the 3 sizes that come with this hopefully should fit majority of people's ears. Now, what's also different is the style of the case. The previous one, it was a lot longer. This one is wider. So, you know, they open and they sit in there a little bit differently. But I kind of like prefer this. It's still pretty small. It's still basically like the same size as the other case. It still fits into, you know, your pocket and everything perfectly fine. I love it. They are very small and easy to carry. And I think that in terms of like wireless earbuds, these probably have like the smallest case on the market. I think there might be one that might be like slightly smaller than it, but I do love these. I do think that these are a fantastic size. Now, as far as the shape of the new ones and the way that they fit into your ear and the length of the stem, I love the shorter stem, honestly. I like the way that it kind of like fits in my ear. It's sort of on par with like the bottom of my earlobe, which I know is not going to be for everyone because I have some big ears, in case you can't tell. Big. But I mean, I love how these feel. I love how they fit into your ear. Like, I think that these are just fantastic. Now, on to what makes these a Pro. Now, what makes these Pro Edition is that they do have noise cancellation and a transparency mode. So there are 3 modes for these headphones. There is the regular, just standard, regular headphones where they're off and you just listen to music or whatever you're listening to. And then there is noise cancellation, which based off of the way that it sits into your ear, it works really well. And then there's transparency mode, which is actually an active transparency mode in which it actually uses the microphone to have the noise from the outside world come in. Now, as far as the off mode, it's pretty standard. If you have it off and you don't have noise cancellation or transparency selected, it sounds pretty much like any of the other AirPods. You know, just standard, music playing and everything. Doesn't sound bad or great, you know, it just is, it is what it is. Now, noise cancellation though is really good. Like, it actually, you know, the way it seals into your ear is really nice. And then when you turn on noise cancellation, it's actually very loud and it's actually really good at canceling out the rest of the world. Now, is it as good as noise canceling headphones that fit over your ears and, you know, cup them, or headphones? I wouldn't say it's as good, but almost as good as them. You know, these give a pretty good seal, and so when they fit around, when you turn on noise cancellation, I found that I don't even have to turn the volume all the way up in order to listen to them. Like, it can be at a comfortable, you know, listening volume, and to where I don't hear anything around me, and I still just have, you know, these at about like half volume. And it's still great. I don't normally like to listen to things like terribly loud in my ears anyway, so, you know, I would usually not turn the volume up all the way as it is. but the noise canceling feature is fantastic, I think, especially considering that it's from Apple and, you know, they are very slow to adapt and add things. Like, the noise cancellation is really cool. And then there's also the transparency mode, which is actually really, really good. Now, if you turn obviously if you turn the music up too loud or whatever you're listening to, then obviously it's not going to be as good. But I've found that, like, I can hear my outside and the surroundings and everything pretty well with the transparency mode. So I really do like that. I am one that likes to eavesdrop on people's conversations and things like that. I am nosy, so I do like to have in my AirPods, pretend like I'm listening to something, or be actually listening to something while being able to listen to the conversations going on around me, because again, nosy. I can't help it, it is what it is. Now, the controls I really do like because it's basically pressure sensitive here at the stem. So if you hold it down, then it switches and will cycle between off, transparency mode, and noise cancellation. You can actually set that up in the Bluetooth settings menu, where you can actually choose for it to only be just one mode, or two, or all three of them, if you want to be able to cycle between them that way. And then now the noise canceling one only works whenever you have both headphones in. So you can't turn on noise canceling with just one headphone in, you actually need to have both in. Which, I mean, makes sense, because what's the point of noise canceling out just, you know, one ear? So, you know, I understand the point in that. And then you've also got, like, then instead of like tapping to play or hold, or, you know, to play and pause, to hold for Siri, you actually just squeeze the end of the stem. So if you squeeze it fast, then that's play pause, double squeeze, and then that goes to the next song, triple squeeze, and then that actually goes to the previous song. So I actually really love the controls for this. To me, these stay in my ears a lot better, especially than AirPods, as I move around and stuff. We can go ahead and pretend to say that I work out, so, you know, if we want to do that, sure. While working out, I think that these would stay in my ears as well if I'm, like, running a 5K or something, whatever, I don't know, whatever people do that workout. But I think that these will actually stay in your ear very well, and they are rated to be a little bit sweat resistant, so you can get these slightly wet, as opposed to like the AirPods and stuff. The previous version of AirPods where you couldn't, so that is nice as well if you're like working out hard enough to sweat. And I wonder what that must be like, because I wouldn't know. But either way, these are great. I do think that they are worth the price, especially if you do have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, MacBook, whatever, any Apple products, I highly recommend getting them. Yes, these will work as regular Bluetooth headphones with Android, but I don't really recommend doing that, just because you do lose out of the features that the AirPods do have. It doesn't have as many features on Android, so it's kind of pointless. I feel like there are a lot more Android headphones that you can get for around the same price or less, that are going to be just as good a quality, that you actually will be able to actually fully utilize. So I wouldn't suggest getting them if you have an Android, but they will work as regular Bluetooth headphones as well. If you have not gotten them, I do like them. They also do support wireless charging, so I love that as well. So that's always fantastic, the case, because I will frequently forget to like plug in and charge it, but I have like several wireless chargers, so just set it somewhere in the house, let it charge, boom, done. Love it. So for today's amiibo of the video, it's going to be Pichu, one of the cutest, most adorable Pokemons to ever exist. Pichu. I mean, Tussle and Minnow are pretty cute too. But yes, Pichu, I love Pichu. I think Pichu is adorable. Got this the other day, so yes. And I'll link to it down below if you guys want to get it. I also put a link down below for the Apple AirPods Pro from Amazon if you guys want to get those as well as the other AirPods, because they are on sale now and they are cheaper. So if you don't want to quite get the Pro, or you don't care about the transparency mode and all the new features, then I'll go ahead and link to those down below. However, all in all, I do recommend that if you are in the market for a new pair of headphones and you do have an Apple product and you listen to a lot of music and you love the transparency and the noise cancellation features, highly recommend getting these. I think that these are great. They definitely are an upgrade and a step up from the AirPods 2, so I do think that these are definitely worth getting. And so for the comment discussion of the video, I want to know, are you guys getting the AirPods Pro, or are you going to stick with your regular AirPods? Do you think that these are so much better? And what do you prefer? Did you like the standard tip that Apple had with all their headphones, or are you a big fan of these new rubber tips? Like, do you think that these are like the absolute way to go, and that from here on out they should continue with the rubber tips? Sound off in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GaymerGeekTV. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Be sure to hit the little bell notification next to the subscribe button, so that way you're notified as soon as I release new content. And I look forward to geeking out with you guys on the next one. Bye.